Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I have another pickups video for you here. It's been really slim out there in the thrift shops lately. I haven't been finding a whole lot in 3 runs basically. So I go to 5 stores usually just on my usual route, and let's see, the last 14 stops I've made, I've never found a single thing. And finally today I did find something, so I thought I would show it to you. Something that I did do though is I did stop by a pawn shop on a previous day where I got totally skunked, and picked up one game. I thought it was a pretty decent deal, so I decided to go for it, and I heard some pretty good things about this title, and I always want to bump up my Wii collection, not with kiddie games and stuff like that. So this one here is Red Steel 2, and it's complete as well, which is really nice. The case is a little bit mangled, but it's not too bad. The disc is perfect though, that's what really matters. I can always replace this case a little later on, and for that one there I paid $5, so thought it was a pretty good deal. I think this one probably goes for around 10 or something like that, so nice find I think there. But the stuff that I found actually today is pretty decent. It's not too bad. Just happy to be able to actually share something with you guys. Haven't been able to find much in a while. The first thing here is WDL, which is World Destruction League Thunder Tanks. And before I actually get any further into this, I almost forgot to thank Longshot. If you saw my previous video here with my trade with A. Crosby 1099, Longshot was dropping these things off. We actually ended up meeting up at a thrift shop because when he said he was swinging around, he was going by that shop, and I just happened to be in there at that precise moment kind of thing. So what ended up happening is I ended up getting 30% off of this because Longshot essentially gave me his extra points or something like that. So I was able to fill up my 30% off card at Value Village and able to get some titles here, which is really sweet. So this one here was actually $4, but it was 30% off. So essentially, if you take a look at that, that would be $2.80 for this one here. So that's pretty cool all around. And then moving on, picked up a copy of Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. And this guy here is not complete, unfortunately. But both of the discs are there, and they're in relatively decent shape. Didn't have it in my collection, and I am a fan of Lord of the Rings, so this is pretty cool all around. Just needs a little bit of a cleaning, and they're really in pretty decent shape. The case is in good shape, the artwork's in good shape, and for this one right here I paid $3.50 thanks to Longshot again for that 30% off card. Moving on, I also picked up Call of Duty Finest Hour, and this one here is complete, which is really nice. It has the manual and everything like that, precautionary booklet, and the disc is in relatively decent shape. I think it just needs more of a cleaning than anything else, so that's pretty sweet right there. Again, this one was going to be $5, ended up being, you know, $3.50, so really wicked right there. And then the final thing I found for the last 3 days of hunting is Midnight Club Los Angeles Complete Edition for the PlayStation. This is the greatest hits version of it, and it is complete, so that's pretty awesome right there. As well, the Blu-ray disc is pretty spotless. It has a few minor things on it, but just more fingerprints than anything else. And for that one there, I paid $4.90 because it was regularly $7. So pretty sweet. Thanks again, Longshot. Really helped me out today, cutting down on my cost basically for that, and he did that for absolutely nothing, so I really appreciate that. And again, if you haven't checked out his channel, you definitely need to. I'll put links down below like I usually do. Small little addition here actually. I went to edit my video last night, and I just kind of ran out of steam and never got around to actually completing it. And then I went out again today to find a few more things, so I'll add those things in right now. The first stop I made was at one of my usual Goodwills, and I ran into this controller right here, which is a PS2 DualShock controller. And I'm trying to get this color of one. I really like this color, this blue kind of see-through one. So I decided to pick this one up again, and it was half price, so it was only $2. Really good deal. Seems pretty solid. Needs a definite cleaning, but otherwise it's in cosmetically perfect shape. So really awesome right there. Moving on from that, at the same Goodwill, and it was half price on everything today, just because it's the end of the month. So usually the Friday. The last Friday of every month they try to clear out everything. So this was something that was sitting there, and I had seen it earlier on in the week, but I wasn't really willing to pay the $5 for it, just because it's basically valued at $5. So I figured, you know what, I could probably find a better deal on it eventually, and it was still sitting there on Friday, so I decided to pick it up, and it's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory for the GameCube. Only reason why I picked this up is literally I do like GameCube titles, and for $2.50 I wasn't going to turn this down, especially the shape that it's in, because it's pretty much in perfect condition. Manuals in there and everything else like that. So don't know a whole lot about this title. Don't know if it's like a total kiddie title or something like that. It probably is, but still, for $2.50 I'm never going to turn down a GameCube one. Worst comes to worst, it has an excellent case on it, so that's pretty cool right there. At the same time, I also picked up 3 Xbox titles from that same store, and again, they were half price. One was Burnout 3 Takedown, and this one here is complete. It actually has the French manual in here too, which I'll probably get rid of. It actually even has the 2 months free trial card in there, so really complete and in decent shape. It's in pretty good shape. It'll definitely play, so that's what's really important. Don't know if I have this one in my collection already. I'm not totally certain about it, but if I don't, great. If I do, then this one will be obviously for sale later on. I picked up also a classic, which just is a system seller, or like a system to help sell a system rather, and that's Halo 2. And again, $2.50, so wasn't going to turn it down. And again, it's complete. Like, it has the soundtrack card in it, the 2-month card, has the instruction manual, so that's pretty awesome right there. The disc is similar to the other one, like some minor scratches and stuff on it. It's mostly just dirty, so thought it was a pretty good find for $2.50. And then finally from that store I picked up Star Wars Republic Commando, which is really a killer find for $2.50. Unfortunately, this case is not in the world's greatest shape, but that's not a big deal. I can always put a different case on it. And there you go, it's totally complete. And this one here, similar to the other ones, has some minor swirling and stuff on it, but nothing major. It'll definitely play, and something I needed for my collection, so that's really awesome right there. The other ones are probably going to be for resale. This one here I'm going to keep though, for sure. Moving on, I went into the other Goodwill, and again, it was 50% off everything. Unfortunately, they didn't really have a whole lot to pick from there. One title I picked up just because it was $2.50 and it's boxed and complete is a Game Boy Advance game. Don't know a thing about it. It's called Naughty A Day in Toyland, and I'm assuming that's a massively kids game type thing, but still boxed Game Boy Advance game. And I'll open it up here just to show you what's going on. It looks to me like no one's ever actually played it, although they must have unsealed it. If they did play it, they put it right back into the plastic sleeve and everything, so there's everything there as well, and even a Nintendo Power subscription type advertisement, so it's all in there. And it was just in such excellent shape that I thought I'd go for it. Don't particularly have any interest in this title, but you never know, I might sell it off, or worst comes to worst, I'll take the sleeve out of this one and use it for a game that really needs a sleeve, or an upgrade to a sleeve or something like that. So that's pretty cool right there. And then moving on a little further, I went to a Value Village and found a couple of titles. Actually, there were a number of GameCube games there, but unfortunately the way they're pricing their games right now, it's just a little bit out of the price range that I want to be paying for titles, especially the titles of the caliber that were there. They were basically on par with what the game costs, and of course I'm looking for a deal, and none of the titles were really jumping out at me as something I needed to get. So I did pick up one of the titles though, and I did pick up this DS game as well, and it's Flushed Away. The only reason why I really picked this one up is it is factory sealed, and I paid $5 for it. So I figured for a factory sealed DS game, I thought I would go for that. I don't think it's the most desirable title in the world, but I don't know a whole lot about it, so maybe it is a good game and I'm just not aware of it. I know the movie was pretty interesting though. And then finally, and this is probably one of the things that I appreciate the most out of the day, and it continues on with my Star Wars theme, it's Star Wars Rogue Leader for the GameCube, and so you can see it right there. Unfortunately, it's a little bit beat up. Not really the artwork itself so much. I mean, there's a little bit of wear along the edge here, but you know, get things as they come anyways, so that's the way that goes. And there it is right there. It is complete. And the disc is, it's a little bit lightly scratched and things like that. It's not really, doesn't look great, but it's not deep scratches or anything, so I should be able to clean that up fairly decently. And then, as I always say, the price there, so it was $6, and they're pricing the other games for $6. I think there was like Rocky was there, and Legends of Wrestling 2. There's a couple of different ones there, but nothing really stood out to me that I was willing to pay, $6 plus tax for, because it gets kind of pricey. So I did pick out this one title though, and really pleased with that one. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Feel free to thumbs up this video, comment down below, and I will see you all later.